Okay, so like, have you ever gotten like responses from your brief music reviews? I'm not expecting like a Nicki Minaj to sort of respond to you, but like,
I've always thought, man, if that would be so funny if like Nicki Minaj was like, "Hey, I saw your review. I heard you think I'm a slut," and I'd be like, "Yeah, tone it down. I'm sure your mum's ashamed of you. Put some pants on."
yeah, and stop with the Beats product placement in your videos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
can't talk. I just did a sellout video last week.
yeah, like yeah, with the brand company, I forgot what it was though, but
Right.
I saw the video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but look, I could see like guys like Jacob Sartorius or like Mark Thomas being offended by your stuff. Have you gotten like any people
um,
coming to
well,
respond to you or
I
no?
actually filmed another Jacob Sartorius one yesterday. It's going to be up this week.
Beautiful.
Look, no, they wouldn't see my stuff. My stuff gets like 4,000 views
Yeah.
on YouTube. I think they'd see a lot of hate they get, but I think their management and the people around them would block them out. And also, I try not to pick on, like I do, I try not to pick on the kids um, about their personal lives and stuff.
Hmm.
I try and focus it towards more how bad the content they're producing is.
Yeah.
I try and aim my jokes at the content, not them,
Hmm.
just because it's not a great look, me
Yeah.
trashing 15-year-olds. I do make one fat joke
You
about
did.
Mark,
Yeah,
but
I was just about to mention.
I couldn't resist. I was like, he looks like a, what did I say? Like a, I said he looks like Johnny Bravo and Macklemore had a baby who was allergic to
There we
cardio.
are. Yeah.
And I was like, I just like that joke, so I just put
Yeah.
it in.
And look, I think Lewis Spears was kind of in the same predicament when he reviewed one of these big budget
Well, I was
ones.
actually in that
Yeah.
video. That was one of the first times we worked together, and
Mm.
yeah, he was in the same thing where it's more. I like even though I am targeting it at the kid. Really, I kind of feel bad for those kids because I know there's a rich white dude in a suit behind the camera telling them what to do,
Mm.
and I think that's the sad part. But at the same time, though, that Jacob kid, have you seen his like stuff on Vine, like
Nah.
that he has control over? Like it's trash, and that's why I justify it by like, yeah, man, you're gonna be ashamed of this in
Yeah.
10 years.
I mean, yeah, like that. Yeah, that's the internet. Like, everything's being documented by us when we post it.
It's
Um,
gonna be really sad when those kids grow up and they look at their little musically things. It's where
mhm.
they lip sync to other people's songs,
Yeah.
and it's like this app. It's stupid, but I had to review it for this new video. So I was watching all their videos, and I was like, man, there's too much material to show at their 21st.
Hmm.
Like it's a point where it's overwhelming. Nothing's gonna be like it. I don't even know how they're gonna react.
Yeah.
It's
Because
kind of like a tattoo. They're just gonna. It's there. It's out there forever now, and
yeah.
there's nothing they can do about it. But it's their own fault. So
And at their 21st, it won't really be a secret because everyone's kind
no,
of seen it.
everyone's seen them be a flog for the last 21
Yeah.
years. So, but
Yeah.
look, I don't think to answer your original question, I don't think they would have ever seen it,
Yeah.
and nor is it my intention to hurt their feelings. I think it's just funny to
Yeah.
make. I it comes back to I enjoy the Comedy Central roast things, and I like writing roast jokes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because like
and
yeah.
also I think it's funny to review. Just it's topical. Like that sweatshirt thing was topical,
Mm.
and I try not to just do the 15-year-old ones. Like I review Avril Lavigne. Like people like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
I think she has a few good songs, but I was still like, that Skater Boy song's a bit shit.
And the music clip as well. Like there's so
Yeah,
much
it's just
material
it's
there.
funny. Yeah, it was almost reviewing the '90s in general, just
Mm.
because it was actually good. It was a good music video for the time, but it
Mhm.
just hasn't aged well.
No, not
So
at all. Yeah, but like
yeah,
yeah, like some of the stuff that you review is absolutely warranted. Like the Pitbull music video was just garbage, and
yeah,
and the song was
he
garbage
should
as
know
well.
better. I googled it. He's 35 or something.
Yeah,
I was like, you should absolutely know better.
yeah.
And he's hanging out with like girls in bikinis.
But that's
It's like,
probably his life though.
just settle down, man.
Absolutely, man. But yeah, like yeah, just going through your music reviews. Yeah, I hope to see a lot more from that because yeah, it's very entertaining to see.
Yeah. Well, I need to think of a new kind of series just because you don't want to be a one-trick
Of
pony,
course,
and I'm
yeah.
conscious of painting myself into a corner just
Hmm.
because you see other YouTubers and they get known for one particular thing. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I want to be a stand-up comedian, not like a, I don't want to be the guy who bags 15-year-olds online.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's very fun. So I'm really torn between
Yeah.
the joy I get out of it, but I do know I need to be conscious of doing other content as well.
For sure. And like, and yes, speaking of content, like, it seems like a lot of the guys that are putting up YouTube videos and skits on Facebook are winning. Like yourself, like Lewis, like Neil, like Frenchie.
Yeah.
It just seems very like you're with the times and you know what's going to appeal to a certain fan base and build a fan base and help your stand up. Like that's something you got to really focus on.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think online is really the way the world's going.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at kind of what type of media you consume, a lot of it is online now. Like I'm sure, I don't know if you do watch TV or not, but like I don't watch a lot of TV. When I watch The Bachelor, I watch it on my computer so it doesn't have ads.
Right.
Like even when I do watch things that are on TV, I don't actually watch it on TV. I just think online is the way our generation's heading. And I think I'm surprised how little people actually make online content. There's only about 6 or 7 people in Australia who make regular online content.
Yeah.
There's a group from Brisbane called Collective Noun. There's Elliot Loney, Lewis, Frenchie, Josh Wade, and Neil, and Marcus Dibble.
Yeah.
That's really the main core. And I feel like there's a few up-and-coming people like me, but other than that, there's not that many. I'm surprised. Like I just thought this is such a great avenue to get an audience, and it's at the end of the day, it sells tickets, and people feel like they know you better, and also it gives me something to do during the day.
Yeah.
It'd just be sad if I stayed home every day and didn't do anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, and people might look at it as, oh, you're giving all this free content away, but without this content, a lot of people may not be knowing you and may not be purchasing the tickets to your show. So it is. Important.
I know a lot of stand-up comedians from Melbourne. I'm heavily involved in the scene because I'm always out gigging. But and I speak to them, and like lots of them are incredibly funny comedians, but just that they don't have the audience there. So they're doing like great stand-up shows to an audience of 5-10 people every night at the comedy show, just kind of like at the comedy festival, just waiting for their break. But which is a fine way to do it, because those guys have could end up on TV, end up on radio if they go through that mainstream media. But I feel like if I can just work hard, originally at the start I was like, if I just work the hardest out of anyone, I can't see myself failing, and it's worked. I've gained an audience pretty quickly in a year, but I still think I can, even triple it by next year.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
But I think it's a great way. What you said of selling tickets, and the end of the day is lots more people see me on their news feeds every week, and I feel like they're more likely to come to, say, Lewis's or Frenchie's or I's shows than someone they've never heard of that they see on a poster.
Absolutely. So, yeah, because I when I saw Lewis's show, you see the bunch of posters there, and I don't even know if I can remember any of the other names that were there, just because they're not on my timelines. They're not they might be, but I just don't see their material up. But I see Neil's, I see yours, I see Lewis, I see Josh Wade, I see all these guys doing their thing. So
I think it's important that, especially now in a world that's so people just want short, fast content so regularly that if you're not putting out that regular content, people forget about you. It's pretty sad, but people's attention spans are short. And also, if you're not on TV, the only comedians, normal people who aren't into comedy would know is Dave Hughes, Will Anderson, and Peter Hillier, the 3 guys who are on TV.
Yeah.
So if you're not on TV, I think internet's a great way to get yourself out there and get known. And look how it's worked for Lewis. He's doing his 3rd national tour, and it's already selling out. So and he's never been on TV. Well,
technically he has.
Oh, like he's never supposed to be on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Current Affair, Today
Yeah, he's
Tonight,
been on
whatever it was.
TV, but accidentally.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy. But yeah, as I was gonna say, yeah, like I'm more inclined to watch you guys perform than people I just haven't heard of or who's not providing content on social media. So yeah, big ups to you guys, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's great that our content's being well received as well, which is really cool.
yeah,
Because again, we'd be nothing without people who enjoy it. Or otherwise, it'd just be sad. I'd be just talking about 15-year-olds, and no
yeah.
one would be watching it.
Absolutely,
That'd be a really sad affair, actually.
man.